Greenpeace sailed its vessel, the Rainbow Warrior, into Townsville last weekend to raise awareness against plans to supersize coal terminals at Abbott Point in Bowen. For Townsville residents, this means more ships, more noise, and less marine life in this World Heritage area.
Yeah, there's plans to massively expand the port of Abbott Point. The port of Abbott Point became a port in 1981 or 1984, in the early 1980s, that's all. Unlike Townsville, which has been a port for 100 and more years. And in terms of major, its entire export last year amounted to just 10.36 million tonnes. It's tiny. It's constantly being referred to as a major port because there are plans to make it a major port with, I think, up to about 9 different coal terminals at the moment, increasing the throughput from 10 million tonnes to 240 or 270 million tonnes. Massive, massive increases, and all for coal.
Turning Townsville into a coal port. So the Rainbow Warrior is here to join with the tens of thousands of Queenslanders who are deeply worried about this, who don't want to see the Great Barrier Reef industrialised and turned into a coral graveyard, who are worried about the job losses associated with the damage that the coal industry can do to the Great Barrier Reef, because we're talking about up to 60,000 jobs in science, in fishing, family businesses in tourism that have sometimes been there for generations that can be lost from thermal coal's damage to the reef. And obviously no one wants the global climate to be tipped over the edge, so that's why the Rainbow Warrior is here.
Carved, and it was originally on the old Rainbow Warrior, the second Rainbow Warrior, and when they decided, okay, we want to take it off of the old one and bring it onto the new one as a sort of, you know, continuation of the history and legacy. And when they took it off the old one, they actually found a sort of time capsule inside, which the person who made it had put inside, which contained a whole lot of sort of hippie gifts, I guess you would say, which were, you know, beads and poems and all this kind of stuff, all kind of rotting. And the crew of this ship actually put a new little time capsule inside for the next 30 years or something, I guess. We hope that this boat, because it's a new boat, will last at least 30 years.
Charlie Barron has suggested that within 15 years the Great Barrier Reef is going to start pounding. But that doesn't get you out of bed in the morning, then to hell with you. I mean, it gets me out of bed in the morning. I've got, you know, when I started this 40 years ago, I thought, you know, we'll pass some laws, we'll do some things, get this cleaned up in 5 or 10 years. And here we are 40 years later, and now I'm not doing it for the future of my kids. I'm doing it for my future, because the world's not going to last long enough to see you come and run. I mean, we're talking about a Pacific Ocean dying in 15 or 20 years. Oh my goodness, that's horrific. That blows my mind. And still, our political leaders are advocating that we burn more of the same thing that caused the problem in the first place. I say we're losing. Does that mean I'm going to stop? No, absolutely not. I'll go down fighting. But we're not winning. We're not succeeding. Global warming is getting worse and worse and worse, and we haven't even started to change the way we live on the planet. So I'm scared.